Welcome to Books in Bytes, where knowledge comes in quick, powerful doses. Get the essence of great books in minutes and supercharge your learning journey. Today, we're going to be tackling The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of this one.
Now, this book is about way more than just climbing a mountain.
Right.
It's a deep dive into personal transformation, understanding those pesky internal obstacles
Yeah.
that keep us from becoming our best selves.
I like that pesky internal obstacles. That's good.
Yeah. So
is this like the mountain metaphor, like the obstacles we face in our own lives?
yeah, and that's one of the big things that Wiest tackles is self-sabotage.
Okay.
Have you ever felt like you were standing in your own way,
Oh, all the time.
even when you had all the right intentions?
Yeah.
Wiest says it's not about lacking willpower.
Okay.
It's often something deeper hiding beneath the surface.
So it's not just that I don't have enough willpower. It's
Yeah.
something else.
It's something else going on.
Interesting. Okay. So what is it then? What's the deeper thing?
Well, it's almost like
Yeah.
our subconscious is running an outdated program,
Mm-hmm.
making us react in ways that seem counterproductive.
Okay.
Wiest points out a fascinating paradox. Sometimes we self-sabotage because we're actually afraid of success.
Wait, what? Afraid of success? How does that even work? I mean, that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know it sounds counterintuitive.
Right.
Why would anyone be afraid of achieving their goals?
Yeah.
But it's not always a conscious fear.
Okay.
So imagine someone who grew up with the belief that success leads to isolation
Okay.
or resentment from others.
Right. So
Yeah.
their subconscious might be trying to protect them
Exactly.
from that success.
Their subconscious might try to protect them from that perceived threat by derailing their efforts.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not about intentionally holding ourselves back.
It's about these deep-seated beliefs influencing our actions in ways we don't even realize.
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah, so if these subconscious patterns are so ingrained, how do we even begin to break free from them?
Yeah.
Wiest talks a lot about the importance of emotional intelligence, right?
Emotional intelligence.
EQ.
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 That's a big one.
Yeah, it's crucial.
So what is that
Yeah.
exactly? I mean, beyond just like, being in touch with your feelings.
Well, it's about being able to recognize,
Yeah.
understand, and manage our emotions effectively.
Right.
But it goes beyond just labeling feelings.
Okay.
Wiest gives some really practical steps for building EQ.
Lay it on me, Emery. I need an emotional intelligence upgrade, like right now.
Okay, well, first it's about identifying your emotional triggers.
Okay.
What situations or people tend to set off those negative patterns?
Gotcha.
Once you're aware of your triggers, you can start developing healthy coping mechanisms.
So instead of reacting impulsively, we take a step back
Right.
and choose a more constructive response.
Precisely.
Okay, I like that.
And it's not about suppressing emotions.
Right. It's about learning to navigate them
Yeah.
in a healthier way.
Okay.
Wiest also stresses the importance of embracing discomfort.
Embracing discomfort. Now, that's something I need to work on.
Yeah.
I'm like the queen of avoiding discomfort.
But why is it so important to embrace discomfort?
Yeah, why would we want to do that?
Because discomfort is often a sign of growth.
Oh, okay.
Think about it. When we challenge ourselves to step outside our comfort zones,
Yeah,
we're stretching our limits and expanding our capacity.
that's true.
Wiest says, discomfort is not a signal to stop. It is a signal that you are growing.
I like that.
It makes me think about those times I've pushed myself to do something that felt scary or uncertain.
Right.
Those experiences always lead to the most growth, even though they're not always comfortable.
Yeah, they're not always fun in the moment,
No,
but they pay off later.
but they do. They pay off later.
Right. It's like building mental muscle.
Exactly.
The more we expose ourselves to discomfort, the more resilient we become.
Exactly. And that resilience is crucial for navigating the inevitable challenges that come with personal transformation.
Totally.
So we've talked about how self-sabotage stems from these subconscious patterns and how building emotional intelligence helps us become aware of them.
Right.
But how do we actually start changing those deeply ingrained beliefs?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we can just hit a delete button on those negative thoughts, right?
It's definitely not a quick fix.
Right.
But Wiest offers some practical strategies for rewiring our minds.
Okay.
She compares it to updating software on a computer. You have to replace those outdated programs with newer, more functional ones.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So what are some of those software updates we can install in our brains?
Well, one powerful technique is cognitive reframing.
Yeah.
It's about challenging those negative thoughts and replacing them with more constructive ones.
Sorry?
For example, let's say you have a fear of public speaking.
Yeah.
Instead of letting that fear paralyze you, you can reframe it as an opportunity to share your knowledge and connect with others.
So it's about shifting our perspective and finding a more empowering way to interpret the situation.
Exactly. And it takes practice.
Yeah.
Wiest emphasizes the importance of repetition and consistency.
Right.
She suggests using affirmations, positive statements that reinforce those new beliefs.
Like repeating phrases like, I am capable or I am confident, even if we don't fully believe it at first.
Exactly. It might feel a little awkward at first, but the more we repeat those affirmations, the more our subconscious mind starts to accept them as true.
Okay.
It's like planting seeds of positivity that eventually take root and grow.
That makes sense. And what about visualization?
Oh, yeah.
I've heard a lot about the power of visualizing our goals.
Yeah.
Does Wiest talk about that?
Absolutely. Visualization is a powerful tool for reprogramming the mind.
Okay.
It's about creating a mental image of yourself succeeding, feeling the emotions associated with that success.
Okay.
The more vivid and detailed the visualization, the more powerful its impact.
So it's not just about thinking about our goals.
Right.
It's about really feeling them, experiencing them in our minds as if they've already happened.
Exactly. And that's where the magic happens.
Uh-huh.
When we combine visualization with affirmations and consistent action, we start to create a self-fulfilling prophecy.
But let's be real, setbacks are inevitable.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Even with the best intentions and all the right tools, we're going to stumble along the way.
It happens.
How do we deal with those moments of failure or discouragement?
That's where self-compassion becomes so crucial.
Okay.
Wiest stresses the importance of being kind to ourselves, especially when we make mistakes or face setbacks.
Yeah.
It's about treating ourselves with the same understanding and empathy we would offer a close friend.
So instead of beating ourselves up for not being perfect, we acknowledge that setbacks are a natural part of the process.
Exactly. And remember that quote we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Speak to yourself with kindness instead of self-judgment.
Right.
That's a powerful reminder to embrace self-compassion throughout our journey.
It makes me think about those times I've been so hard on myself for not achieving something fast enough or for not being good enough.
Yeah.
What if instead of criticizing myself, I offered myself words of encouragement and support?
That's the shift in perspective that self-compassion encourages.
Yeah.
And it's not about letting ourselves off the hook. It's about recognizing that we're all works in progress and that progress takes time and effort.
Okay, so we've got emotional intelligence, cognitive reframing affirmations, visualization, and self-compassion.
That's a lot.
These are all powerful tools for rewiring our minds.
Yeah.
But where does this all fit into the bigger picture of personal transformation?
That's a good question.
Does Wiest have a framework for understanding this journey?
She does. Wiest outlines 5 distinct phases of transformation.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
It all starts with awareness.
Okay.
That's the stage where we begin to recognize those self-sabotaging patterns and the negative beliefs driving them.
Right.
It's about shining a light on those subconscious programs that have been running in the background.
So it's like that aha moment where we realize, wait a minute, I'm doing this thing that's actually holding me back.
Exactly. And once we have that awareness,
Okay.
we can move into the next phase, which is understanding.
Uh-huh.
This is where we delve deeper into the root causes of those patterns. We explore our past experiences, our beliefs, and the messages we've internalized that might be contributing to our self-sabotage.
It's like peeling back the layers of the onion to get to the core of what's driving our behavior. But awareness and understanding are just the beginning, right?
The third phase is disruption.
Disruption.
This is where we actively start breaking those old habits and thought patterns.
Right.
We start experimenting with new behaviors and challenging those ingrained beliefs. It's a messy and uncomfortable stage, but it's where real change begins to happen.
So this is where we put those tools, where we talk about cognitive reframing, visualization, affirmations into practice. It's about taking action and disrupting those old patterns.
Exactly. And then we move into implementation.
Implementation.
This is where we start putting those new constructive habits into practice. Consistently, we create systems and routines that support our growth. We build a life that aligns with our new beliefs.
It's like building a solid foundation for the new version of ourselves and then the final phase.
Sustained growth.
Okay.
This is the stage where we maintain that progress over the long term. It's about continuing to cultivate those new habits, challenge ourselves, and embrace ongoing learning and development.
It sounds like it's not a destination, but a lifelong journey.
It absolutely is. And Wiest reminds us that it's not about achieving some idealized version of ourselves. It's about embracing the process of growth and becoming the best version of ourselves we can be.
And that journey is often compared to climbing a mountain,
Yes.
which brings us back to the book's title. But as anyone who's ever hiked knows, climbing a mountain isn't always easy.
Nope.
There are going to be obstacles along the way.
There are always obstacles.
And that's where resilience comes in, that ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward.
Right.
Wiest encourages us to view obstacles not as roadblocks to success, but as opportunities for growth.
I like that.
So instead of getting discouraged when we hit a snag, we use it as a chance to learn and adapt.
Yeah.
I love that perspective.
And remember, Wiest says, the mountain isn't there to punish you. It's there to show you who you are capable of becoming.
That's a powerful way to reframe challenges.
It is.
It's about recognizing that those obstacles are actually there to help us grow stronger and more capable.
And another quote that really resonated with me was,
Yeah.
every next level of your life will demand a different version of you.
We have to be willing to evolve and shed old patterns to reach our full potential.
Exactly. It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle those next level challenges, whatever they may be.
And that transformation requires us to embrace discomfort, to push ourselves beyond our comfort zones and into those areas where growth happens.
Right. And remember, discomfort isn't a signal to stop.
Yeah.
It's a signal that we're on the right track.
It's a signal that we're climbing that mountain one step at a time. And while we might stumble along the way, we keep moving forward with resilience and self-compassion.
Exactly. And with each step, we discover more about ourselves and what we're truly capable of achieving.
And sometimes those seemingly small steps can lead to the most profound transformations.
Absolutely. It's often the accumulation of those small, consistent efforts that ultimately lead to the most significant changes in our lives.
I'm thinking about that quote, "Your new life is going to cost you your old one."
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
It's a reminder that growth requires us to let go of things that no longer serve us, even if it feels uncomfortable.
It's a powerful statement about the trade-offs involved in transformation. We have to be willing to release old patterns, beliefs, and even relationships that are holding us back.
It's about making space for the new to emerge. And sometimes that means letting go of what's familiar, even if it feels safe.
Right. It's about trusting that what we're moving towards is worth the discomfort of letting go.
It's like that old saying, you can't fill a cup that's already full. We have to empty ourselves of the old to make room for the new.
Exactly. And it's not always easy, but it's so worth it. When we let go of what's no longer serving us, we create space for new opportunities, relationships, and experiences to enter our lives.
It's about becoming more aligned with our true selves, with our values and aspirations.
And as we become more aligned with our true selves, we naturally start attracting people and experiences that resonate with that energy.
It's like we're sending out a signal to the universe. This is who I am, this is what I want, and the universe responds in kind.
It's a powerful process, and it all starts with that willingness to climb our own personal mountain, to face those internal obstacles, and emerge transformed.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into The Mountain Is You, I want to leave our listeners with a challenge.
Yeah.
What's one small step you can take today to start climbing your own mountain?
Maybe it's identifying one limiting belief that's been holding you back and challenging its validity.
Or maybe it's setting aside 10 minutes for a visualization exercise where you imagine yourself achieving a goal that feels just out of reach.
Or perhaps it's simply offering yourself a dose of self-compassion the next time you make a mistake.
Whatever it is, remember that even the smallest step can set you on the path to incredible growth. And if you're ready for a deeper exploration of these ideas and discover even more powerful strategies for personal transformation, we highly recommend checking out Brianna Wiest's full book, The Mountain Is You. It's a treasure trove of wisdom for anyone on a journey of self-discovery and growth. Thanks for joining us on this Books and Bytes adventure. Until next time, happy climbing.